Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, breaking news overnight, 33,000 Boeing workers walk off the job. Strike at midnight.
Strike! Strike! Strike!
Another huge blow for Boeing. The troubled aviation company now bracing for production shutdowns. Workers take to the streets saying they haven't had a raise in 16 years. This morning, what else they're fighting for, what it could mean for the airlines.
Flooding and rain and raging wildfires. The flood threat in 5 states right now, with the remnants of Hurricane Francine on the move. Plus, 3 large fires burning out of control in the West. Toxic smoke moving across the country, and a suspected arsonist in court.
Overnight, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa hit hard by Damar Hamlin, unable to get up, suffering his 3rd concussion. What we know about his condition this morning, and will he retire?
Major developments in the Idaho student murders trial as it's moved to a new city with a new judge, plus what the family of one of the victims told us overnight.
New details about those charged in the overdose death of Matthew Perry, the family of another alleged victim of the so-called ketamine queen, speaking exclusively to ABC News.
Back on the trail, Donald Trump declares he will not debate Vice President Harris again. What a new poll says about their performances as the candidates campaign in battleground states.
And it's showtime.
We're going to Hollywood.
All your favorite shows under one glamorous roof for one glamorous night. Will Shogun shine at the Emmys? Or will royalty rule?
Carol Burnett, ladies and gentlemen. Carol Burnett. I know.
This morning, behind the scenes of TV's Golden Night with GMA's All Access Pass. The drama.
Oh my God.
The laughs. The host. The action. The bear. Don't be scared.
Yay!
But you might get schooled.
Yeah, what it do, camera crew?
Plus, maybe some reunions.
David, I'm here!
We can only dream. So it's a good thing we are live in LA.
I think this is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Live from Times Square and Los Angeles, this is Good Morning America.
And good morning, America. Hope you're doing well this Friday morning. Great to be here with Rebecca and Whit and Robin in Los Angeles getting ready for the Emmys. Hey, Robin.
Hollywood. Good morning to you all. I am on the red carpet outside the Peacock Theater, counting down to the big event. We're talking about the 76th Annual Emmy Awards right here on ABC. And on Sunday, those seats inside the theater going to be full of stars from the biggest hit shows like nomination leader Shogun and The Bear. We talked with the hosts, we talked to the producers, we talked to the director of the awards, and they had a few surprises for us. Plus, I sat down with some of the nominees ahead of the big night. Will Reeve is here with me, Chris Conley's here with me. We got a lot more from LA coming up, guys.
We are looking forward to that, Robin. First, our top story, another big hit for Boeing. 30,000 workers walked off the job overnight, which could pose serious problems for the already troubled company. Alex Perez is on the scene at the main Boeing plant in Washington State. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Georgia. You can see workers hit the picket lines since midnight. It's unclear just how long this strike is going to last, but tens of thousands of employees voted and 96% said they support this strike.
This morning, 33,000 Boeing union members walking off the job.
Strike! Strike!
The company now bracing for production shutdowns after union members overwhelmingly rejected the latest contract offered by the troubled aviation company.
This is about respect, this is about addressing the past, and this is about fighting for our future.
Aircraft assembly workers, mainly here in Seattle, turning down Boeing's latest deal in which they offered a 25% pay raise over 4 years. But workers demanding more, claiming they haven't had a raise in 16 years.
I've been here for 37 years, and it's historically one of the worst contracts.
The union's initial demand was for a 40% raise over 3 years and a return to pensions instead of 401k contributions. Boeing's new CEO saying in a statement, "I know that we can get back on track, but a strike would put our shared recovery in jeopardy."
After the last, losing our pension, I'm not sure there's, at least me personally, there's a lot of trust there with the union.
Boeing has a lot to lose. Company officials warning a strike will be a blow to the already struggling airline company. In recent years, they've suffered 2 fatal plane crashes, a door panel flying off a plane mid-flight, and a problem-plagued spacecraft that was forced to leave astronauts behind at the International Space Station.
This could have impact in the millions, maybe tens or hundreds of millions of dollars if this is a long-lasting strike. Certainly the value of the aircraft that Boeing may not be able to deliver would be enormous.
And this strike right now is not expected to impact commercial air travel, but it could delay the delivery of new planes, which could create problems down the line.
Alex, thank you. We turn now to the storm battering the south. The remnants of Hurricane Francine bringing heavy rains and a flash flood threat across the region. Ginger is here tracking it all for us. Ginger, good morning.
Hey, good morning. You're going to see a flash flood threat, especially for Birmingham, Alabama, today through early tomorrow. Let's focus on what happened, though. So the good news is no one was killed by this storm so far. You have the trees down on houses. A lot of lucky folks. You saw that rescue there. Some of the wind speeds were close to 100 miles per hour just south of Houma. New Orleans there you saw, and even Memphis had a 58-mile-per-hour wind gust. Flood watches are there in place west of Nashville down to Huntsville and Birmingham, and then there's a pocket over in Jacksonville. They've just had a stationary front, been hanging out for a long time, and they're going to have more of that. But look, the rainfall rates could be 2 to 3 inches per hour with that stationary front today, so watch for a significant flash flood risk, especially in central and northern Alabama. We're watching another storm trying to form kind of on the remnants of this by early next week. We'll get on it, guys.
We know you will. Yeah. Thank you, Ginger. Okay, out west, firefighters are also battling multiple fast-moving blazes as an arson suspect faces a judge in court. Mol Lengi has the story.
Well, good morning, Rebecca. The 3 wildfires burning in Southern California this morning have collectively burned more than 170 square miles, destroyed dozens and dozens of homes. Some folks returning to their homes to find them burnt down to the foundation.
This morning, tens of thousands of people in Southern California faced with tragedy as 3 major wildfires wreak havoc.
When it was coming over the ridge this way, and the way it was blowing with the wind, I knew it was over for me.
David Mix evacuating his family home in Mount Baldy after fleeing the bridge fire's flames, later returning to see what's left of it.
This house went through so many snowstorms, it protected us from a flood.
We spoke to Thomas and Ryan Lamoth, also losing their home to the fires.
There was a lot special about that place. And I know we're never going to be able to make it the way it was.
The father-son duo barely making it out of the inferno alive.
Our road was just an inferno. It was just a wall of fire.
So far this year, more than 988,000 acres have burned across California. Officials charging 34-year-old Justin Wayne Halstenberg in connection with the line fire. Authorities believe he also set off 2 other fires the same day.
That 34-year-old arson suspect's being held without bail this morning. He's scheduled to be arraigned later today, George.
Okay, Mola, thanks for that. We're going to get the latest now in the race for the White House. Donald Trump says he will not debate Kamala Harris again as both candidates hit the campaign trail in the battleground states. Mary Bruce is tracking the race. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Georgia. Both campaigns are out blitzing the battlegrounds, hitting those key swing states after that critical debate, as Donald Trump now says it will be their only one. On the campaign trail for the first time since her face-off with Donald Trump, Kamala Harris in North Carolina, challenging him to another debate.
2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our first debate. And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate.
Even as his aides and allies admit he was on defense almost the whole debate, Trump still claiming he was the winner.
As everyone saw 2 nights ago, we had a monumental victory.
But also saying he's done with debates.
So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no third debate.
Polls ahead of the debate had the candidates roughly tied. Now a new Reuters Ipsos poll has Harris leading Trump 47-42. The Harris campaign reporting they raised $47 million in the 24 hours after the debate, their biggest haul since the day she joined the race. That Reuters Ipsos poll also showing that 53% of voters who heard anything about the debate said Harris was the winner. Only 24% said the same about former President Trump. On the trail, Harris arguing the debate shows Trump is a man of the past without a plan for the future, signaling out the issue of health care. At the debate, Linsey Davis asking him if he has an actual plan to replace the Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare.
Obamacare was lousy health care, always was. It's not very good today. And what I said, that if we come up with something, and we are working on things, we're going to do it and we're going to replace it.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now.
Harris now mocking that answer.
He said, concepts of a plan. Concepts. No actual plan, concepts.
Still, the Harris campaign maintains she is the underdog, launching a more aggressive phase to build off her debate momentum.
Now, Kamala Harris will be back in must-win Pennsylvania today. Donald Trump is in Nevada and out in California, where he's supposed to be holding a press conference later this morning as the final sprint to Election Day now ramps up, George.
Also, Mary, the former president, has been traveling the last few days with this woman, Laura Loomer, a social media influencer, very controversial for racist comments about Kamala Harris, suggesting in the past that 9/11 was an inside job, and that's drawing fire even from some of former President Trump's allies.
Exactly right, George. Now we are hearing from some Republicans who are voicing concerns that Donald Trump is growing increasingly close to this far-right activist. Laura Loomer, as you note, is someone who has espoused conspiracy theories. She has used racist rhetoric in describing Kamala Harris. And now some of former President Trump's closest allies in the party are urging him to distance himself from her, George.
Mary Bruce, thanks very much. Rebecca?
All right, George, thank you. We turn now to the war in Ukraine and a stark warning from Vladimir Putin as President Biden appears ready to approve Ukraine's use of long-range Western weapons. Putin says that would mean NATO is involved in this war. Our chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell, is in Ukraine, and this is quite the veiled threat. Ian, good morning.
Yeah, that's right, Rebecca. Good morning to you. I mean, Keir Starmer, Britain's Prime Minister, is going to meet with President Biden today. They're expected to discuss this idea of loosening restrictions on the use of Western weapons, firing deeper into Russia. As you say, Vladimir Putin issuing this strong warning against such a move, saying it would mean NATO, the United States and Europe are at war with Russia in a thinly veiled threat. He warned that he would respond, though without actually saying how. And Dmitry Peskov, his press officer, has just been speaking, saying his statement's absolutely clear, unambiguous, and does not allow for multiple interpretations. Now, we've heard threats, of course, from Putin before that have proved to be rhetoric, but nevertheless, this raises the stakes. It also comes as his forces start to push Ukrainian troops back inside Russia, the part of Russia that Ukraine occupied, and the situation on the battlefield not far from here looks increasingly bad. We went to the main hospital for wounded warriors and civilians. I could tell you every single bed is occupied. The doctors there are performing around 100 trauma surgeries every single day, working day and night, and they said that they've used 19 tons of blood since the start of this war. Western officials are claiming that Russia's also losing a lot of men. They're saying as many as 1,200 a day are being killed or wounded. Hard to verify those numbers. The losses, though, and the suffering in this war are staggering. You know, the CIA has just released a report showing that Ukraine now has the lowest birth rate and the highest death rate in the world. Whit.
As you noted, a staggering toll. Ian Pannell for us. Thank you. Now to the dangerous close call between passenger jets. One plane forced to slam on its brakes after another plane crossed in front of it as it was taking off at the airport in Nashville. Our transportation correspondent Gio Benitez joins us now with more on how this all happened. Gio, good morning.
Hey, good morning. This was such a scary close call that the plane's tires actually deflated when the pilot hit those brakes hard. Take a look at this. This happened over in Nashville. An Alaska Airlines plane had to abruptly abort takeoff after a Southwest jet crossed right in front of it. The pilot of that Alaska jet slamming on the brakes at about 120 miles per hour to avoid that collision. Passengers on board saying it felt like getting hit in a car accident. The brakes overheating, deflating those tires, telling you just how much energy those brakes absorbed. Meanwhile, officials are also investigating an incident in Atlanta this week when a Delta plane with more than 200 passengers crashed into the back of a smaller regional jet on the taxiway, knocking its tail off. Just incredible images there. Both are very, very serious incidents, and that is why the NTSB is investigating, guys.
Okay, Gio, thanks very much. Switch gears now to TV's biggest night, counting down to the primetime Emmy Awards this Sunday. Robin and Chris Connolly, they're in Los Angeles. Hey, guys.
Hey there, George. You know, a lot of eyes are going to be on Shogun and The Bear. Both shows were nominated in more than 20 categories. Chris is here to break down the leading contenders. Who's going to bring home the gold?
Well, exactly, Robin, and good morning to you. Who is going to win Emmys on Sunday? Well, surprises are often on the Emmy menu, but the favorites might win very big indeed, even amid categories that are overflowing with excellence. If Emmy voters like your show, they really, really like your show. And that could mean a big Sunday night for the most nominated series of all, The Bear.
Opening a restaurant. Gotta go hard every day.
And Shogun.
War is coming.
Which both thrived at last weekend's Creative Arts Emmys. The Bear has the edge in comedy series, and en route to playing Bruce Springsteen in an upcoming film, star Jeremy Allen White figures to be the boss in Best Actor.
I'm trying to start from a place of positivity.
If he can overcome the unsentimental, sentimental favorite Larry David for the final season of his Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think this is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Last Emmy's winner in Supporting Actress, Iowa Debris, up in Best Actress now.
Tia, I want you to help me set plates, please.
Yes, chef.
But she's facing the category's last two winners, Jean Smart of Hacks.
I'm a big fan. Of my comedy?
Of your everything.
Oh.
And Quinta Brunson of Abbott Elementary.
I'm just so happy to be back.
And while Eben Moss-Bachrach seems assured of an I Wear Suits Now repeat win in Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress is an absolute six-alarm fire. I mean, Carol Burnett and Meryl Streep, Janelle James and Hannah Einbinder, Liza Colon-Zayas and Sheryl Lee Ralph? Stop it! In drama, what can succeed Succession? With that series wrapped,
He wanted this to go on.
it's all systems go for Shogun, the prestige FX drama that took home everything but the floral centerpieces last weekend.
The team from Shogun!
14 Creative Arts Emmys? Wow, it's a sign of a super Sunday ahead. And that could mean Best Drama? Yes. Best Actor for Japan's legendary Hiroyuki Sanada? Yes. Best Actress for Anna Sawai? Yes. Even over the Crown's Imelda Staunton and the morning show's anchor twosome of Aniston and Witherspoon Incorporated.
We should finish what we started.
It's no less a lead in limited series. Ripley's Andrew Scott, who missed out on an Oscar nomination by an eyelash this year, might get a Best Actor Emmy instead. But look out for the hot-button hit Baby Reindeer.
Martha, please let go. Don't you dare!
So many possibilities, awaiting the opening of the envelopes on Sunday. Yeah, it's true. In limited series, I loved me some Ripley with Andrew Scott, but the smart bet really is probably that hot-button hit, Baby Reindeer. A sentimental favorite, though, in Supporting Actor, the late Treat Williams, so admired and beloved for Feud Capote versus the Swans, his final performance. That would be a powerful Emmy moment, Robin.
That really would be, but there's so many big stars. So, like I said, it's chock full.
Yeah, it really is. Every category packed with wonderful talent. So who knows who will win?
It'll be a fun night. And you can see who takes home the gold on Sunday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC. And coming up on GMA, we're going to take you behind the scenes, get ready for who will be reuniting on the Emmy stage. Guys?
All right, thank you. We have a whole lot coming up, including new details about the ketamine queen charged in Matthew Perry's death.
Also had the latest on the Miami quarterback's condition after suffering his third concussion overnight.
And the Idaho College murder case moving to a new city with a new judge. The reaction this morning.
Smartphone series is coming up. Teachers taking on smartphones in school, the frustrations and the reality. We'll be right back.
What's the name of the mouthy kid at the front desk?
I don't know. I'm trying very hard not to connect with people right now.
The mouth, the girl.
You might want to rethink the nightgown first. There's a whole Ebenezer Scrooge thing happening.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
You know what? I'll do it myself.
My best to Bob Cratchit.
Like every time the motel
Love
sells
that show.
out.
You know the one right there. Welcome back to GMA. Eugene Levy and Dan Levy getting ready to host the Emmys. And Robin is in Los Angeles counting us all down. Robin, good morning.
Good morning to you, Whit. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, my goodness. I am outside on the red carpet inside the theater on Sunday. Those seats, I'm telling you, are going to be filled with stars that are competing for one of these right here. The two most nominated shows, Shogun and The Bear, already won big at the Creative Arts Emmys last weekend. But will they take home more awards this weekend? And we have a sneak peek at some of the sets from the big show. Wait until you see what classic shows they're paying homage to. You got to see this, guys.
We are looking forward to following a lot of headlines right now as well, including 33,000 Boeing union members walking off the job overnight. Company is bracing for production shutdowns. Workers want a raise and a return to pensions. Commercial air travel not impacted right now, but this strike could delay the delivery of new planes. Also right now, mortgage rates dropped to their lowest level since February of last year. The average 30-year fixed rate stands at 6.2%. A year ago, it was nearly a full point higher. Softening inflation and next week's expected interest rate cut are believed to be behind the reduction.
And the latest on the fast food wars is heating up. McDonald's is extending its $5 meal at most locations through December. Executives say it's helping to improve foot traffic there. Fast food competitors, including Burger King, Taco Bell, and Wendy's, are also offering $5 combo meals. This week's inflation report shows that the cost of dining out, it is up 4% in the last year. Grocery prices, well, they're up just under 1%.
Okay, Rebecca, return now to that scary scene on Thursday Night Football. Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa suffered another concussion after he was hit hard, struggled to get back up. He has a history of concussions. Larry's here with the story.
George, this is concussion number 3 for Tua, and these are severe hits. This latest one was hard to watch, a tense moment on the field in the third quarter of last night's game against the Bills. A first down hit that took Tua out of the game.
Tua steps up, he's going to run for the first down.
Overnight, a scary moment on the football field, putting the issue of player safety front and center.
Here it is again.
Miami Dolphins star quarterback Tua Tagovailoa taking a hard shot to the head from the Buffalo Bills' Damar Hamlin. Late in the third quarter of the primetime game, Tagovailoa running the ball, lowering his shoulder and colliding with Hamlin.
And takes a shot at the 6-yard line.
Tua taking a brutal hit to the head. His hands appear to seize, an immediate sign of neurological trauma known as fencing. Rolling on his side, holding his helmet.
I was just worried about my guy, not something that you ever want to be a part of. You know, you hope not to.
Former NFL star Des Bryant saying, that's it. The NFL has to do the right thing. Tua has had entirely way too many concussions. Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe agreeing, saying Tagovailoa should shut it down, writing, his concussions are getting worse and worse, and he's a young man with his entire life ahead of him. And Super Bowl champion Damian Woody telling Scott Van Pelt last night,
This game of football, It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You got so much life to live, and for me, it's just sickening to see this man. Seem like time and time again, being in that uncomfortable position.
The scene eerily similar to this one from the Dolphins' Thursday night football game 2 years prior.
Down he goes, slung down at his own 48-yard line.
Tagovailoa thrown to the ground, smashing his head and back on the turf, leaving the field on a stretcher. He suffered 2 confirmed concussions that season, and even before this most recent hit, the QB revealing he was considering retirement because of them.
I considered it, for a time, having sat down with my family. I love the game of football. If I didn't, I would have quit a long time.
We will see about that. One note, though, about the Guardian caps. That's the extra helmet protection that aims to limit concussions. Only a handful of players have opted to wear them in the NFL's opening week. Tua was not wearing one.
That is such a tough video to see.
Yeah.
All right.
Thinking about him.
Yes, we are.
Family.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Lara, thank you. We turn now to new details about those charged in the overdose death of Friends actor Matthew Perry, as we hear from the family of another alleged victim of the so-called ketamine queen. Ariel Reshef is here with the latest. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. Matthew Perry's death sparked a large-scale criminal investigation into 5 suspects, including 2 doctors, Perry's own personal assistant, and the so-called ketamine queen, accused of exploiting his addiction.
This morning, momentum building in the case against the suspects charged for the ketamine overdose death of Friends star Matthew Perry.
I think the important thing to us is just getting more answers.
Jasveen Sungha, dubbed the ketamine queen of Los Angeles, allegedly at the center of what prosecutors describe as a broad criminal network that provided Perry with the powerful drug. She has pleaded not guilty.
As Matthew Perry's ketamine addiction grew, he wanted more. And he wanted it faster and cheaper.
Prosecutors allege Sangha delivered Perry large quantities of ketamine through street dealers, allegations her attorney denies.
My client never met Matthew Perry, has nothing to do with Matthew Perry, and all the supposed rumors otherwise are just that, urban legend.
This after prosecutors say another client of Sangha's had already died after she had sold him ketamine too.
In 2019, defendant Sonia had sold ketamine to another customer. That person died the same day. Nonetheless, defendant Sonia continued selling drugs, including ketamine.
Now, friends and family of that alleged victim, Cody McLaury, speaking exclusively to ABC News about their heartbreak.
Addiction was not who Cody was, and it was nothing in his life.
McLaury's sister describing messages she says she later found on his phone.
So I see messages back and forth between the two of them, talking about ketamine and how much she has available, how much it costs.
The silver lining for us is that it did put a light back on Cody and the pressure for an investigation to be done that should have been done 5 years ago.
For 10 seasons, Perry made millions laugh as Chandler Bing.
I may just sit here and have my cake all day. Just sit here in the hallway and eat my...
But behind the scenes, a darker reality. The actor writing in his memoir that ketamine felt like a giant exhale.
Taking K is like being hit in the head with a giant happy shovel. But the hangover was rough and outweighed the shovel. Ketamine was not for me.
Sangha's trial is expected to start in March of next year. All of the defendants in this case face a range of 10 years to life in prison if convicted. You can watch the latest episode of Impact by Nightline, What Happened to Matthew Perry, streaming now on Hulu. Of course, so many questions on this that are lingering, and that Impact will answer a lot of them.
And a lot of people are going to focus on that trial coming up. Ariel, thank you so much.
We are going to go back to Robin and Will Reeve in Los Angeles, counting down to the Emmys. Hey, guys.
All right there, guys, as well. There will be about, 7,000 people inside the theater and millions more watching in 144 countries around the world when this year's Primetime Emmys are handed out on Sunday. And Will, you've got a look at what they can expect inside?
Yeah, Robin, this is going to be a big night, obviously, and there's a lot that goes into it, because when audiences watch the Emmys on Sunday night, they'll see the glitz, the glamour, the golden statues, and all their favorite shows highlighted in a slick production. But as the folks in charge of the Emmys tell GMA, it's a labor of love and creativity, getting it all on the silver screen.
I just know that there's going to be TV moments that people will remember forever.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
It's going to be a happy day.
We were able to get Ron Howard and Henry Winkler to come in. We're going to build some sets.
This morning, the brains behind Sunday's Emmys are giving a first look on what and whom we'll see.
Back on stage together in the Happy Days diner setup.
Emmys executive producer Jesse Collins and director Alex Radzinski say the plan is to gather beloved TV characters together, grouped by on-screen occupations.
We're going to have this great coaches moment, led by Jane Lynch, who was an amazing coach on Glee, and it's tied to an amazing surprise.
You're not serious, are you?
We have TV cops. I'm going to give you a little teaser here. Don Johnson. Don Johnson is going to be on stage.
Don't you ever do anything like that ever again.
And of course, the show's buzzed about hosts.
This year to have Dan and Eugene bring a different vibe, a different energy.
Our Chris Connolly speaking with Dan Levy and Eugene Levy.
I think hosting is a pretty thankless job. It's a very tough thing. I think especially, what, you disagree?
No. I was just, I was thinking about something else, actually, but I...
When we talked to them just in the initial Zoom, you saw how they went back and forth, and you're like, oh, this is a win.
Have you returned to your thoughts?
No, it's just how I breathe nowadays.
I'm excited for the unexpected.
Billy Crystal is going to give away Best Talk Show Series, so I pity the nominees in that because Billy's going to have a lot to say. The iconic Candice Bergen, Murphy Brown.
One moment the Powerhouse team promises will be the best yet, the In Memoriam, performed by Jelly Roll.
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up the first time I heard them perform.
We got the right singer, an artist that can really capture the emotion of that moment.
Sets me free.
And the contours of the show are really taking shape, and we now know Catherine O'Hara will be a presenter. And Chris Connolly, when you spoke to the Levies, they sort of hinted at some inclusion of the folks from the show Up a Creek?
Well, that's right. Well, I asked Dan whether or not we'd see people like Catherine O'Hara featured on the show, and he said you might see them just in ways you don't expect. And then he winked at me, which I appreciated.
What does it all mean?
I think it means that Moira is going to do a medley of the great TV themes of the past. I don't know what they'll do. I'm just making that up. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a very good prediction. We'll see if that comes true, Robin, but we do know that there will be a ton more surprises with groupings of TV villains and TV moms, so much more. And tonight, be sure to watch a special edition of 2020. It's the 76th Emmys, a night of firsts at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on ABC. That is Robin's special. We are so excited.
And Chris Connolly.
And Chris Connolly special.
You know.
How much fun did we have?
We had a lot of fun. They were amazing to talk to everybody, and your stuff is incredible, very powerful and moving.
Was it Emmy Award winning?
Stay tuned for next year.
We'll see, guys. You never know.
It is always Emmy Award winning when it comes to you, Robin, and team. And this show, it's going to be great because you want everyone to win.
Absolutely.
There's so many good ones.
Now with our play of the day, a Maryland woman fulfilling a dream of a lifetime.
A dream of a lifetime. You guys meet Lorraine Gerson. She's 80 years old and getting her wish, taking to the sky. Look at her fly. A few months shy of her 81st birthday, Lorraine proved you're never too old to try something new. Go, Lorraine.
I like the close-up on her face.
She doesn't care. She's living her best life. She lives at a senior community in Olney, Maryland. She teamed up with the American Association of Retired Persons. It's a great program. That's how her tandem jump became a reality. Afterwards, she said she could not believe how at peace she felt there, floating in the sky. That looks anything but peaceful to me. But Lorraine, you go.
Stuck the landing.
Go, Lorraine. Go, Lara. And by the way, coming up, we've got more from our team in LA for the Emmys. Robin, what do you got?
Oh, got so much coming up, including a sneak peek at the interviews with some of this year's nominees that are in our 2020 Emmy special tonight. Plus, we've got some Emmy-inspired fashion. It's not what you're going to see on the red carpet. It's from the characters.
Inspired by.
Inspired by. And someone's going to be a model for us. It's not me. It's not Chris.
Who could it be?
Who could it be? Stick around.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Strike at midnight.
Strike! Strike! Strike!
33,000 Boeing workers walk off the job. Another huge blow for Boeing. The troubled aviation company now bracing for production shutdowns after the latest deal was overwhelmingly denied. Workers take to the streets, saying they haven't had a raise in 16 years. This morning, what else they're fighting for, what it could mean for the airlines.
The new alert about energy drinks and kids. A report finding an alarming increase in the number of children drinking them and getting sick. How much is too much?
Teachers take on smartphones at school.
If I'm teaching, your phone needs to be flipped over.
And frustrations.
What we're doing now is not working.
As school districts across the country work to keep phones out of the classroom.
And it's showtime. All your favorite TV stars are getting ready for Emmy night, and so am I. Where are we heading? The Emmys, yes. This morning, behind the scenes of TV's Golden Night with GMA's All Access Pass. Carol Burnett, ladies and gentlemen, Carol Burnett. I know. Will TV royalty rule, or will Back to School take over?
What it do, camera crew?
Plus, inside all the fashion with Liliana Vasquez. We are live in Los Angeles, and we're here to say, Good morning, America!
Live from Times Square and Los Angeles, this is Good Morning America.
Lively crowd for so early in the morning in Los Angeles. Of course, they're there because we're 2 days away from the primetime Emmys right here on ABC. Robin, how's it going?
Walking down, it's called the Crimson Carpet. I got my Hollywood red carpet walk going on. Yeah, George, you know you want to be here. You should see George Stephanopoulos work a red carpet. It is something to see. So how am I doing, guys? Sunday, this carpet's going to be teeming with celebrities, anxious to see who goes home with a Golden Emmy statue. And you know what? Look at this great audience. Thank you for getting up so early. Oh, they're young, they're hungry. Oh my gosh. Coming up, we're going to have a first look at my interviews with some of the night's biggest nominees. You're going to want to stick around for that. How was the red carpet walk? Was that good? Yeah. So good, so good.
You definitely sold that, Robin.
Robin.
And George was practicing his in a commercial break here.
Always red carpet ready.
We'll go back to you guys in a little bit. First, look at the top stories breaking at 8. We're going to start with another big hit for Boeing. 30,000 workers walked off the job overnight, which could pose serious problems for the already troubled company. I want to go back to Alex Perez on the scene at the main Boeing plant in Washington State. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning once again, George. An overwhelming number of employees have voted to go on strike. I want you to take a look behind me here. You can see many workers already on the picket lines here. Some 33,000 Boeing machinists are now on strike, rejecting a proposal from Boeing that would have offered a 25% pay raise over the next 4 years and better benefits. The union was seeking a 40% raise over 3 years and a return to a pension plan. This strike is just the latest problem for Boeing, facing plummeting share prices and mounting debt. The company over the last few years dealing with 2 fatal crashes, a grounding of its best-selling jet, and a flight that lost a door plug mid-air. Now, it's unclear just how long this strike may last, but it's not right now expected to impact consumer air travel. Rebecca?
But it sounds like those two sides are still pretty far apart. Okay, Alex, thank you. We turn now to new developments in the Idaho College murders case. The state Supreme Court has ruled that Brian Kohberger's murder trial will be held in the state capital of Boise after his attorneys successfully argued for a change of venue. Kana Whitworth joins us with more. Good morning, Kana.
Yeah, Rebecca, good morning to you. This is a major decision in the Idaho College murders case. The man who's accused now of stabbing 4 college students to death will face a new judge and a jury some 300 miles away from the crime scene in the capital city of Boise. The Idaho Supreme Court making the call after the judge in Moscow granted the defense change of venue request, citing a mob-like mentality in the tight-knit community where they say their survey showed prejudgment opinions of guilt among residents. District Judge Steve Hippler will now take over the case. Appointed in 2013, he's also known for presiding over the mental health court program in the county. And while Kohberger's lawyers say he is innocent and are trying to strike the death penalty in a recent filing, the family of Kaylee Gonzalez telling ABC News overnight that Judge Hippler's strength and determination does not go unnoticed, but they do also talk about how hard it will be for them to travel back and forth to Boise. Remember, this trial is expected to last at least 3 months, and it's slated to start in June. Whit.
And that community has already been through so much. Kana Whitworth, thank you. Now to a GMA exclusive, a health alert on energy drinks. America's Poison Center is reporting an alarming increase in the number of children consuming them now. Our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, is joining us with more on this. Dr. Darian, always great to see you.
Good morning.
Break down these numbers for us.
Well, you know, this is about energy drinks. So just to be specific, these are beverages that have either caffeine, L-carnitine, taurine, or other types of stimulants. What's happening is that the America's Poison Centers are reporting an increase in the rate of exposures, specifically among children, adolescents, and teens. If you look at the numbers, for example, in 2023, there was a 20% increase in the rate of calls to the Poison Center. Half of these cases they didn't know that these products had stimulants in them, and for ages 6 to 12, those numbers doubled.
And it's not just for kids, too. I mean, there's a ton of caffeine in these drinks. So what is a safe amount to consume?
Some of these beverages have more than 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's more than 3 cups of coffee in 1 bottle. So these safe limits for adults is around 400 milligrams. That's around 4 cups of coffee. For children, if you look at the American Academy of Pediatrics, there is no deemed safe quantity of caffeine for children, so it's important best to avoid that.
Caffeine poisoning, I got to admit, that's something new that I haven't really heard of. What are the symptoms of that? What do you look for?
You know, you'd be surprised. It happens. And I've had patients in the emergency room and in the hospital that are admitted for caffeine poisoning because, again, some of these products can unleash an unknown arrhythmia that you might have. So symptoms that you want to pay attention to. If your heart rate is increasing, your blood pressure is increasing, you're feeling palpitations. But more specifically for kids, if you notice that there's rapid breathing or tremors, you might have symptoms of caffeine poisoning, and you should seek out help or call the Poison Center in your local community.
Important information. Dr. Sutton, thank you, as always. George?
Thank you, Wood. Coming up on our GMA Morning Menu, how teachers are helping schools navigate the new normal with a growing number of phone restrictions across the country.
Also ahead, an exciting return to Grey's Anatomy. The doctor is in, but who is it?
Oh, plus Tori Johnson is celebrating her birthday with a very special Deals and Steals just for you. And Agatha All Along star Joe Locke is here. And Robin is in LA counting down to the Emmys. Hey, Robin.
Excitement is already starting. We're going to talk Emmys, fashion. Got an expert right not red carpet looks. These are looks inspired by characters played by some of this year's nominees. We are missing one model, though. We're going to tell you how they work in real life. That's coming up right here on GMA.
We are back with our GMA cover story, our series Tech Tug of War, Schools versus Smartphones. As schools across the country enact new guidelines, it often falls on teachers to make them work, many sharing their ideas and their frustrations. 2020 co-anchor Deb Roberts is here with the story. Good morning, Deb.
Good morning, George. And frustration is the key word. For teachers, especially those in our high schools, this conversation about distractions caused by cell phones in classrooms is long overdue. Many are welcoming new restrictions, but they'll tell you the struggle is real.
With schools across the country grappling with the presence of cell phones, a patchwork of guidelines and policies have surfaced, varying from state to state, even school to school. New York City Mayor Eric Adams calling phones the #1 distraction as officials try to manage cell phone restrictions in the nation's largest school district.
We want to get it right. We want to remove any distraction from our children.
Many educators sharing that complaint. According to one study, more than 70% of high school teachers blame cell phones for interfering with lessons being taught in the classroom.
We were losing hours and hours and hours of instruction time.
As school districts struggle to find a common-sense solution, teachers are taking to social media to share ideas.
In order for them to get their phone back, they need to put the calculator back in the pocket.
If I'm teaching, your phone needs to be flipped over.
And frustrations.
What we're doing now is not working.
My school has absolutely no phone policy. It is the wild, wild west out here.
All right, it's Rutherford here. We want to give you a lecture today about water, but really it's about life.
Mitchell Rutherford taught biology for 12 years in Arizona and says he grew exhausted by distracted students on their phones.
It's demoralizing for teachers to just constantly be fighting against this distraction and for kids to constantly be fighting against this thing that just drains the life out of them.
Yet he found ways to engage with his students on cell phones when they first returned to the classroom after online learning.
But it seemed very drastically and suddenly in the last year that the bad outweighed the good. It no longer was a tool that was really useful. It was just like constant distraction.
Finally, Rutherford decided to quit teaching.
It's hard to even inspire a kid to care about your subject or, want to do well in the class when they just have this easy out.
He's using his experience to call for broader action.
I do think cell phone bans from legislation are the way to go to fix something from the top down that is a problem for all of our schools, all of our society. Would have made a supremely positive impact on me, my classroom of students, and every other student there.
Rutherford feels so passionately he's working in his state of Arizona pushing for statewide restrictions on cell phones in schools. But some teachers argue that rather than just banning the phones altogether, teachers should help their students learn how to use them responsibly since they are growing up in a digital age. So this is a conversation that is going to go on for a while. Guys?
Sure is. Okay, Deb, thanks very much. How about some pop news?
Yes, George, let's do it. Friday edition. And we have just what the doctor ordered. An exciting return to Gray Sloan Memorial Hospital. Grey's Anatomy is entering its 21st season, and Jesse Williams is coming back.
Yay.
I know. I was expecting. Yay! Jesse loved the series. Thank you, guys. After season 19, his character moved to Boston with his girlfriend in the series. No word yet on what brings his character back to Gray Sloan Memorial. As for what else we can expect from the new season, Ellen Pompeo is also coming back. She's coming back for 7 episodes. And according to the showrunner, the premiere picks up exactly where the finale left off. I like that.
Yes.
Season 21 premieres Thursday, September 26th, right here on ABC.
Like
Yeah!
All right! Excellent.
Work with me. Also this morning, researchers have now discovered the exact moment that your happiness peaks on vacation. Why you need to know this, we're not sure, but we're trying to recreate it in real life.
Yes.
This study showed that tourists at an all-inclusive resort in the Dominican Republic, their average happiness rose steadily from the moment they left home. It peaked at hour 43 of the trip. In other words, about 2 days into your journey, a neurologist telling the Wall Street Journal that to keep the joy going for longer than hour 43, the key is to keep your brain guessing. So how do you do that? Go small, plan shorter, frequent getaways. A 3-day trip still gets you that crucial 43rd hour, and mix things up. Visit new states in the U.S. or try a new country or a sport. Keep your brain on refresh. And number 3, bring it home. Carry that sense of exploration into your daily life, adding variety and creativity to improve your mood and boost your mental and physical health. So there is a reason for this. Just remember hour 43.
Yes.
I always feel like day 1 is really when you just hit it out of the park.
And you got to plan the next vacation on your vacation. We always try to.
That's how you keep it going. Yeah, you keep the peak.
You've missed the point. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Happy Friday to you on that. And then let's talk Emmy, shall we? The final countdown is on. So we wanted to give you some more very cool firsts happening at this year's show. You don't want to miss this. Yesterday we told you about Carol Burnett and Selena Gomez making history with their nominations. Congrats to both of them. And now Under the Bridge star Lily Gladstone and True Detective's Kaylee Reese have also become the first Indigenous women in history to receive acting nominations in any category. And The Bear has also set a record with their astounding 23 nominations. Robert Downey Jr. also making history. He could become the first actor to win an Oscar, a Daytime Emmy, and a Primetime Emmy in the same year. Wow. He got the Oscar, of course, for Oppenheimer. He got a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lifestyle Program for his show Downey's Dream Cars. And he's nominated for an Emmy in the Best Supporting Actor category for limited series for the Max show, The Sympathizer. And that's just the beginning, guys, of what's sure to be a history-making event. We are all over it, as you know. And then finally, a big red carpet arrival has already started in Hollywood for the big night. And we're not talking about a nominee. We're talking about the real star of the show, okay? The Emmy statues are in LA now. A United Airline passenger captured that video of the Emmys touching down in LA and one of the LA airport crew taking a moment to thank his supporters. I thought that was really funny.
On the conveyor belt.
Handle with care.
I know.
Please.
It's
Fragile.
so cute. As United posted in their Instagram, they wrote, admit it, you would do the same thing if you had the chance. I'm going to send it over to Robin, who's in LA, getting ready for the big weekend. Robin, you would do it, right?
Well, I'm doing it right now. Absolutely. I'd like to have shout out over there. Larry got some love back there. Can I get a love in here? Thank you very much. Very much. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Well done, Robin. You guys can see Robin's special edition of 2020 tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is so fantastic. And then she and Will are on the red carpet before the big show. That's the Emmy pre-show. Don't miss it. 7 p.m. Eastern before the Emmys. That's at 8 p.m. All happening this weekend on
Excellent.
ABC. I'm heading out there tomorrow,
It's gonna be great. All right.
And that is Pop News, everybody.
Thank you, Lara.
It's time, Deals and Steals, and it's a celebratory affair as we count down to Tori's big birthday. You know, you're always giving us these great gifts of great deals, so we want to just say happy birthday this weekend. I know you're going to have a good one. But right now, we want to talk about the gifts we're giving you guys on fabulous deals starting right here.
These are the stars. So this is the brand new fabric from Softies. It's their newest, softest fabric. It is called Dream Tech for a reason, because it's so
really soft
dreamy.
and like cool.
It's very cooling. It's super soft. We've got 3 different styles. So we've got 2 sets with joggers. One has a hoodie, one has a quarter zip top. And then, but I'd like to mention those joggers have pockets, all important pockets.
And who loves them so much?
I mean, first of all, everyone in this studio loves them so much.
But the legendary Diane Sawyer wears these all the time.
She's a Softies fan now. We've made her a convert. And we also have the Lounger, which is awesome that you could slip it on with sneakers.
I actually really like that.
It's so
just for
fun.
An easy Saturday morning.
So fun
Very
and
cute.
easy. Phenomenal colors. Everything from Softies slashed in half.
Thank you for
That's
that,
a
Tor.
favorite. All right.
And then
Margot Elena is back. We've got all of their gorgeous collections. You know and love them. Lalia,
Prettiest
Tokyo
bottles.
Milk, cottage greenhouse, the most gorgeous packaging. The only thing that matches the packaging is how sensational the products are. So these look gorgeous in your bathroom, gorgeous for gifting. We love the bubble bath. This is a really fabulous foaming shower gel. I put a little hand cream there for you. That's a little perfect purse size hand cream that I love.
So good.
The products you cannot go wrong with these. The prices are fabulous because everything's slashed in half starting at under $5.
Amazing.
Really great one.
Skincare.
Biosense making its GMA Deals debut. We've got a variety of products, all high performance clean skincare. And at the root of all of their products is squalene oil, which is really all about deep hydration. So one of their fan favorites, this one right here, their eye cream. That is the marine algae eye cream. In just one use, putting it under eyes, you can see an immediate benefit. We also, that kind of lifting.
I was going to say, it has that little highlighting thing,
and it's
too.
just like that lifting, improving that area,
Really
lines and wrinkles under the eyes. And then this one right here, this vitamin C
I'm
rose
just
oil.
filled with
Let me just
potions
put a
and
little
lotions.
tiny bit there for you to see how fabulous it is.
Fabulous
That's
hands
an
on the planet.
Instant radiance boost to the face. You can't go wrong with any of these. Show them some love making their debut. 50% off and free shipping from Biosense. We love
Thank you,
that.
Biosense.
Another
Now
one we
let's
love.
get glam.
Sterling Forever. We've got their brand new charm collection. Charm necklaces. You've got charms on all the time. What's great about this is you choose a necklace or a bracelet and then load it up with the charms of your choice. We also have their Celestial collection. I always have a soft spot for the little moon and stars. The Zodiac collection. Stars are just fabulous. But charm collection, I think this is going to be a really big hit for you guys.
Can you guys see
the
these?
Zodiac necklaces and
great.
bracelets. We love a constellation.
If you have a daughter, like a teenage or 20-something, these are a great gift, just thinking ahead.
And phenomenal prices because the entire assortment, $10 to $30.
Great, thank you, totally.
Okay, tech accessories. These tech, but make it stylish. So we've got so many different options. One thing that we love around here is the fan power bank. So you get, I could do a little Beyonce. And what's great is because it's silicone, it's safe. So this is a great one. Another great one this This is a power bank and light in one.
Oh, wow.
Those we're going to extend your one outlet space into multiple outlet spaces. This little bottle service, great to put on your tumbler to carry all of your tech stuff. Everything from Tech Candy Slash in Half starts at $5.50.
Really good product.
And then finally, you want to hold this one up.
Tea-towels,
one
baby.
of my favorites. This is Geometry. Look how fun that is for Halloween. These are not just good looking, but they're incredibly absorbent, perfect eco swap for paper towels. So not only do they look great, but they're going to pick up all of the water and mess. These are $9.
These are so cute.
They are really cute.
Thank you, Tori.
You're
happy
cute
birthday
too.
again
You're
this
cute too.
weekend. Everybody wish her a happy B-Day.
Thank you.
Thank you to our partners on these. Check out our website, of course, for the deals. And the QR code is right there on the screen. And Tori's birthday celebration continues tomorrow on Saturday, GMA, with even more deals. And coming up, Will Reeve modeling.
Easy, miss. I've got you. You've got me. Who's got you?
Superman. Wowed audiences in 1978. So did Christopher Reeve, who flew into Hollywood's A-list as the Man of Steel. And now a new documentary about the actor and advocate's life and family called Superman is coming out on Monday. Diane Sawyer will be here with her special interview with Christopher Reeve's children. And on Tuesday, Will Reeve, of course, our friend who's out there in L.A. right now, is going to be on with his siblings, Alexandra and Matt, to share their memories of their father. Of course, we are looking forward to that.
Very, very much so looking forward to that. And to the Emmys. We are doing the countdown to the Emmys, and Robin, of course, is in Los Angeles on the crimson carpet with a look at some Emmys fashion. Hey, Robin.
I know you're looking forward to this, Rebecca. I'm here with style expert, I love that, and author of the Style Super Guide, Liliana Vasquez, and we're going to check out some of the Emmy fashions. But these are not red carpet looks. These are all looks inspired by characters played by Emmy nominees. I love, Liliana, that we're doing this.
I do too, because this is a way that you can translate their style into your real life.
Exactly. Look at the style that we have with our little audience.
I was going to say, are these our models?
I know, these are models, but wait, there's more. Okay, Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Okay, her character, Mabel.
Yes.
And Only Murders in the Building. What's Mabel's
You know,
style?
I always say this, is that I want to steal and raid Mabel's coat closet. She is all about the signature coat and the sweater. She's layered. It looks effortless. And it's one of those things that's perfect for right now because we're heading into fall and winter. So this is a great way to get a little bit inspired, and I can't wait to show you the look.
Okay, so we're going to see it. Genevieve, come on out here. Oh, my.
Love this. Okay, so again, it's all about mixing prints, and this can feel a little intimidating for a lot of people.
Sure.
But my stylist trick for this is make sure that both of the pieces have one color in common, right? So the yellow from the coat gets pulled into the yellow from the sweater, and it kind of tricks the eye into thinking that it works really cohesively. And I just love the idea of a coat like this. It's got a belt in the back so you can cinch in the waist. And I have to call out this skirt. This skirt is like $26 from Walmart. Okay, I love an affordable buy. So you can do Mabel's look on a budget. She looks elegant, chic, perfect to step into fall.
Okay, Genevieve, thank you so very much. And now Maya Rudolph, she plays Molly. Okay, she's nominated in the same category as Selena. So what is it about Molly's character in Loot?
You know, Molly's character for me is hashtag goals when it comes to fashion. She is bold, she is fearless, she is not a wallflower. And if that resonates with you, there's a way to do that in your own life that can really feel independent and individual and just very, very cool and forward. And I'm going to show you how to do that.
Okay, you're going to show that with Erin.
Yes.
Erin, come on out. Let's see. I like this. I like this.
This is one of my favorite looks that I've styled in forever. And again, all inspired by her character. It's all about these luxe, rich textures. And if you look at some of Molly's looks, they're three-dimensional, right? When clothes has dimensionality to it, it immediately looks expensive and rich. And so that's what we did here with this kind of like feathered top on her, cropped, the beautiful tweed pant. It also has some rhinestone detailing on it, and it also has some fringe at the bottom. Do not be afraid to go bold. We've been kind of living in this very kind of like luxury, quiet luxury moment. I think we're ready to step forward. Like you're doing it today too. Do you know what I mean? Like it's beautiful, it's luxe, it's rich, and I love this look. Very, very Molly branded.
All right, Erin, thank you so very much. We cannot forget about the guys.
No, we didn't forget about the gentlemen.
So we have who is it? Donald Glover.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Smith from Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
What's his character?
So this
style?
is one of the best shows on TV right now, and I hope that their costume department gets an Emmy because the way they are dressing this entire cast is beyond me. Guys, if you are watching this and you want a free blueprint to great style, do what John is doing in this series.
Love it.
So I'm going to show you how to do this with really classic pieces as well.
Kevin, come on out. Let's see.
Okay. Hello, Kevin.
I saw how he worked that
turn. Did you see that? He's a professional. And so this is all classic, right? So if men want to start with the base layer, I say a great fitting t-shirt and a great pair of jeans. Go a little bit cropped. It feels more modern right now. A classic 70s inspired sneaker because his character in the show, just a lot of 70s vintage. And then a bomber jacket does not miss. Now, if red is too bold for you, totally fine. Do it in a black or an army green. But to me, the pop of red on him with a little bandana, men should not be afraid of accessories. Oftentimes they are. I think he's showing us that you can do it.
He can pull it off.
Absolutely.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much. We have one more because Carmi, yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, the bear. And yes.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
So tell us about Carmi's look and Will's look.
Okay, so Carmi's look is classic Americana, and I couldn't send Will out in a white chef's jacket. So what would Carmi do here? He would do a barn jacket. This is one of the hottest pieces for fall.
Give it to us.
Can you give us a spin?
It's very warm.
We are in LA. It's a little hot. And again, this is tone on tone. So we did the tan with the chocolate brown jean as opposed to just a blue denim. And I added a little hint of lavender because I think men sometimes, again, scared of color. This is a way to do color that still feels very approachable. And I love a Birkenstock.
I'm looking at the shoes.
Will, I think you like these Birks.
I love these Birkenstocks. If they don't make it back in like and you see me wearing them on, you know where they came from.
How cute, right?
Adorable. Okay, let's bring out all the models. Bring everybody out.
Come on out.
Outside, Will.
I'm standing on my mark.
I know, but we really can be inspired by some of the looks from the characters that we see, can we not?
Absolutely. Think of it as free style inspo, right? Whether you look at your magazines or Instagram, look at these shows as well because these characters are costumed to perfection.
All right. And you are perfection.
Thank you.
I adore you, Liliana. And your mama in Dallas are going to love seeing you this morning. And you can shop for all of these looks on GoodMorningAmerica.com, and you can watch the Emmys Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC. I know y'all are going to be watching.
Now with the first look at Robin's Emmy special, so let's go back to Robin in L.A. Good morning once again.
Hey, Whit, good morning and once again to you. You are just like a model because you just changed. You didn't tie your shoes.
I didn't have time to.
You didn't have the. You still want the Birkenstocks in.
Yeah.
Oh, my tag team right here, Will Reeve and Chris Conley. The Emmys are always exciting, but this year could rewrite the record books. And in our special, the 76 Emmys, A Night of First, we hear from some of those who could make TV history. It's TV's biggest night. And this year, the Emmys are celebrating a night of firsts.
Yes, chef.
It's first time ever.
I was shocked. And we're getting an all-access pass.
Oh, my God.
For some of the most nominated shows and their stars.
This is great.
Congratulations, Emmy nominee.
Thank you.
Lamorne
Thank you.
Morris.
That's how people should start addressing me.
Eugene Levy and Dan Levy becoming the first father-son duo to take the stage as hosts, set to showcase their Emmy-winning comic chemistry.
Lower all expectations and plan to be pleasantly surprised.
You have an opening monologue planned?
Not yet, but it's coming together, I think.
It's an opening. You know, whether it's a monologue, I don't know, but it is an opening that will run 5 minutes.
Carol Burnett, ladies and gentlemen. Carol Burnett. I know. Comedy legend Carol Burnett earning a nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for her role as Norma Delacorte on the Apple TV Plus series Palm Royale. Talk about your role.
I get a call from Abe Sylvia about Palm Royale. I was thrilled. And I said, well, what is it? Who's in it? And he said, Krista Wiig, Allison Janney, Laura Dern, Ricky Martin. I said, I'm in. I don't care what you want me to do. Then he said, well, you're going to be in a coma for the first few episodes. Yeah. And do I get paid? At age 91, Carol, who has been nominated for an Emmy 25 times and won 7 times, could make history as the oldest woman to take home an acting Emmy. Is there anybody that you are looking forward to seeing? Everybody. Yeah, I'm a stargazer. Still? Oh, still. Oh, yeah, absolutely. What is your advice to a first-time nominee? Well, of course, you're happy. Then, when your name's called, I've always been surprised. Really? Yeah, which I think is good, rather than saying, oh, I think I'm going to get it, and then be disappointed. It's always a happy surprise. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to practice the look. The look? Yeah, like you don't get it, so you have to be.
Yeah, what it do, camera crew?
The hit mockumentary ABC sitcom Abbott Elementary breaking its own record. 9. Count them, 9 Emmy nominations, 9. The most that you have gotten for the show. Yes. What does that just say about how people just season after season keep coming back to Abbott?
We've had one more than we have had each Emmy cycle. And while I maintain that we do not do this for awards, we don't do it for nominations, it's always wonderful to have your work recognized in that way.
And wait until you see Quinta's response when she recognized an old friend. A mentor of yours has a special message for you. Oh, wow! I'm telling you, her reaction when we showed her the video and then the tears that came after that, there were tears of laughter, Chris. Only Murders in the Building, and then the 2 co-hosts. That must have been so much fun to see all of them.
I had a lot of fun. No, with everybody from Only Murders in the Building. You know, the nominated trio, of course, Selena Gomez with her first acting nomination. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Meryl Streep, who gives us an interesting answer as to why she decided to be on Only Murders in the Building that I think we'll enjoy, and turns up later in the show in a significant way as well, as you know, Robin. Yes. And then the hosts, Dan Levy and Eugene Levy, sort of showing you how the comic chemistry that they've had all their lives comes to play in terms of what they're going to be doing as hosts for this show.
You're a great partner for that special. You're going to be a great partner on the Is it the crimson carpet or the red carpet?
We're calling it the Crimson Carpet. I'm honored and thrilled to be here.
What are you looking forward to see? Anybody you're looking forward to see?
Well, I love the bear. I dress like the bear, apparently. Hacks, I love Shogun. There's so many great shows. I can't wait to see all the people who deserve these nominations. They all deserve to win. I'm really excited to see everybody on Sunday.
Well, I'll be excited to be on the Crimson Carpet with you.
Likewise.
And get everybody set for the Emmys, because check out our special, the 76 Emmys, A Night of Firsts. I can't believe how many firsts that we're going to be seeing. That's tonight at 8 Eastern. Then Will and I will be hosting the Red Carpet pre-show. You can join us Sunday at 7 p.m. all right here on ABC. And we're just the appetizer. We're just the main course, of course. It's 76 Emmys, and you can see that on Sunday, right, Whit?
So much to look forward to.
Oh, hello. Tori has been bringing us great deals and steals this week like this. And Tori, you're just at the beginning of all of this birthday extravaganza.
Yeah, we are not the only ones bringing the savings, because starting this weekend, our friends at the ABC-owned stations have an all-new ABC Secret Sale skincare special, and you guys right now get early access to shop and save. Just scan that QR code for the link to limited-time discounts on the best beauty buys that will not bust your budget. So think rejuvenating serums, wrinkle-releasing patches, age-defying facial devices, menopause skincare, wellness you can wear, and more. All 20 brands are designed to help you look and feel, most importantly, your very best. So head to goodmorningamerica.com so you can pamper yourself while stretching your dollar.
Or while working right here at GMA.
Yeah, why not?
Thank you, Tori.
Why not?
And coming up, we have rising star Joe Locke. He's here to talk about his new series with Catherine Hahn, Agatha All Along. Stay with us.
I want you to take me there.
We're back now with rising star Joe Locke, and you're not kidding about that. Remember that name. You know him for the touching drama series Heartstopper. Well, now he's taking on a whole different kind of role in Agatha All Along. It's on Disney+. So much buzz about this show. It's about a witch stripped of her powers. She hopes to get them back with the help of an unusual cast of characters. Here's a clip of Agatha All Along.
Within any 3-mile radius, there will be a collection of witchy enough people to form a coven.
Can you actually jot that down for me? There's a pen in the glove compartment.
Oh.
Of course. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, did you want me to take that?
You know, it's. I'll remember it.
That's Catherine Hahn. She was with us yesterday. Joe Locke is with us right now. I noticed that you have an American accent there. You're very much not American, though.
No, yeah, I'm not American. No.
How did you find your American voice?
A lot of practice. You know, Marvel were very good at getting me a dialect coach as soon as I got the part. So I did a lot of practice in trying to get those harsh R's.
And what is it like working alongside Catherine Hahn? We loved her, and we love her in so many things.
Yeah.
But WandaVision, you know, she just crushed it as Agatha. Here we are reinventing.
Mm-hmm.
We're telling the story of Agatha and her journey to get her powers back. What is it like being in scenes with her?
I mean, Catherine is like the most just incredible actress. Like the way she moves her face is just like a masterclass. And so to get to work with her was like, I didn't go to drama school. So for me, that's just like the best drama school you could ever imagine is working with someone like Catherine.
I want to let people know that you're, what, 20 years old?
Yeah.
And
Come again?
Heartstopper was your first role?
It was, yeah.
How have you, I mean, your resume is insane. Broadway?
Yeah.
And Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
The Heartstopper, which is like a fan favorite. And now, alongside Catherine Hahn. How did you get your start?
Heartstopper was my first job. They did an open call, so I'm from a tiny place called the Isle of Man, which, you know, it's unlike living in London, it's quite hard to get your footing in the industry, and Heartstopper had an open call, so anyone who didn't have an agent, who wasn't in the industry, could audition, and I put myself up for it and then managed to get the part.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Congratulations. A little birdie told me it was like 10,000 people you beat out.
I've heard that number, yeah.
I mean, that's just unbelievable. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Broadway, right here in New York City, yeah, it's like you're home away from home.
It is. I missed it. I come back.
You're like a legit star now, young man. What was it like being in Sweeney Todd?
It was just the best. I have always loved theatre, so to get the opportunity to do it on Broadway was very, you know, it was a very childhood dream being fulfilled. And
Broadway or series, where do you feel like you can like really show your skills?
You know, Broadway is hard. It is like filming, you might be filming 16 hours a day, but Broadway takes it out of you. I never slept so much. I got here and thought I'd be like, oh, I can have 3 hours a day of work and then just have my New York dream lifestyle.
But you're just pooped after the
I just slept
performance.
for like 14 hours every night. It's crazy.
Well, you're still growing, for goodness sakes.
That's true.
All right, I want to get back to Agatha all around because we're so excited about this. It is a Disney show and a Marvel property and just really brilliant. Your character is called Teen.
Yes.
Did Catherine's character, like, she's kind of like with disdain, right? I mean, tell me the origins of your character's name.
Yeah, so Teen, he tries to say his name and he can't. There's a spell on him which means that he can't say his name. So Catherine's character Agatha makes this nickname of Teen because he's a teenager, and you know, it's like a very like looking down on him, condescending, but then it sticks, and then all the characters end up calling him Teen, which has made the press so much easier to try and like, you know, make sure I say Teen and everything else.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because as we discussed before this, there are a lot of secrets in the show.
There are a lot of secrets,
and we don't want to give one away because the series hasn't started yet.
Exactly.
But it's really fun, and we're so happy for you. Will you come back when you're like nominated for your first Oscar?
Please, I'd love to.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Really nice to meet you. Congrats
nice to meet
on
you.
it all. The first 2 episodes of Agatha All Along premiere Wednesday, September 18th on Disney+. Check out Teen.
There they are, Rob and Chris, our whole crew in LA for the Emmys. Thank you to them. Looking forward to the weekend and next week.
We love it. And before we go, we want to send our very best wishes to our social producer, Leslie Holler.
Wow.
She just married Oz, and her grandma was her flower girl.
Congratulations.